#1 console and handheld game for kids of the entire year. And Skylanders introduced a really amazing new play pattern, and really parents as well as kids really responded. They love the Skylanders games. And this year we actually have a new game called Skylanders Swap Force that introduces an all new level of gameplay. We have something called swappability this year that actually allows the players to actually change out the tops and the bottoms of 16 different characters for over 250 possibilities. Today we have David Nathaniels as his executive producer at Vicarious Vision, the development studio that is behind this game, and actually he brought with him Dan Wallace, who's going to drive while David talks. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. So I'm David Nathaniels. I'm the executive producer at Vicarious Visions, the developers of Skylanders Swap Force. This is Dan Wallace, a senior producer at Vicarious Visions based in Albany, New York. We're going to talk a little bit about Swap Force. But we also not just want to talk to you as the creators of this game, but also as fathers. So I'm a dad. I have a 7-year-old boy and a 9-year-old boy. Dan Wallace has 2 daughters, an 11-year-old daughter and a 17-year-old daughter. And I introduced my kids to the Skylanders franchise 2 years ago with Skylanders Spyro's Adventure. We spent the time on the couch playing Spyro's Adventure together. Me holding the controller for my 5-year-old at the time, and my 7-year-old driving ahead in the game, doing as well as he could. What we've seen is that besides our kids thinking that we're potentially the coolest dads in the world for being video game developers, that they're also really huge fans of Skylanders. So, fast forward to today, Skylanders, as Nicole said, is the biggest new kids video game property in the world. There are kids worldwide that have over 150 million toys in their hands. And what we want to do with Swap Force is push the game forward, the story, the characters, the technology, and just the plain flat-out fun of the game in multiple ways. So we are going to show you some short section of the game today. It's up on the 2 screens over here. This is a brand new footage from the next generation consoles. This is the PlayStation 4 version of the game, and as has been said, in the next couple of weeks, the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One will be released, and Skylanders Swap Force is going to be there on those launch dates, available to purchase for the platforms. Our focus with Skylanders Swap Force was to deliver an experience which was really akin to playing an animated feature film. As you can see, the next generation of hardware allows us to deliver this game in true 1080p visuals. The richness, detail, the color, the depth draws players into the story, that epic adventure of you as a portal master tasked with bringing the Skylanders to life and defeating the evil chaos. And this time around, he's got a new partner in crime, his mom. So one important note, this animated cutscene that we're showing was actually built in our game's engine, which means that the visuals you see here are representative of the gameplay throughout the game. And it's also, our engine is optimized to scale across all console platforms. So in addition to the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, which will be available soon, we're already out on Xbox 360, on PlayStation 3, on Nintendo Wii U, and on the Wii. It looks great on all the systems, and so far, our early reviews, this is the highest rated Skylanders game yet. So it is better than before. Very excited to say that. So let's dive into some gameplay. Dan's already brought up one of our new 16 characters. This is Zulu. He's a new core Skylander. If you're unfamiliar with the gameplay of Skylanders, it's really a mixture of combat and puzzle solving. You gotta rely heavily on your problem solving skills, like with this push block puzzle we have here, where you have to figure out how to move the blocks around to get through the level. You have platforming, you've got combat to drive the action forward. But most of all, Skylanders is a playground, really, for kids to explore, discover, solve, and battle their way to victory. So as Nicole mentioned, one of the key innovations in Skylander Swap Force is the swappability. We have 16 new Swap Force characters. Dan can show one after he solves this lockpick puzzle. These Swap Force characters have two parts to them. They have a top half and a bottom half. So if Dan switches out Zulu and puts on one of our characters called Magna Charge, you'll see that he has two parts to it. Thank you. And model work. So on the top half, Magna Charge has a giant magnet on his head. He can pick up enemies with that magnet, he can throw them around. He's got an energy gun. And then on the bottom half, he has an energy wheel. That actually allows him to go super fast. He has the speed ability, which all of our Swap Force characters have a distinct, unique ability that allows him to access specific parts of the game that only they can play. And then, among the other 16 Swap Force characters, we have a character called Washbuckler. Washbuckler, who comes in the starter pack of the game, is sort of a pirate octopus. He's got a cutlass and a musket on his top half, which shoots water and bubbles. And then on his bottom half, he has octopus tentacles. Now, throughout the course of the game, Dan may find particular challenges, particular enemies, particular puzzles, which he feels will be better solved by using this swappability. So with our 16 new Swap Force characters, you can create over 250 different combinations of Skylanders, which use their abilities on the top half to fight, and their abilities on the bottom half to move through the game, to really customize the way you want to play the game and the character that you want to represent yourself as in the game. So this is Magna Buckler now, with the magnet head on top and the octopus legs on bottom. So again, the game looks great in true 1080p, and once you've seen it on these next-gen platforms, it's a little hard to go back to the current generation. But this is actually where the magic of our toys comes most to bear. So, nice, I like how you threw them off the edge there. So, Skylander Swap Force supports all of the prior Skylanders that your collection of Skylanders might have from Spyro's Adventure and from Giants. So if you have a number of toys that you've leveled up, that you've chosen their upgrade paths, you've gained a lot of gold, you have a lot of experience, when you bring them into Skylander Swap Force, they have all of those powers and skills and gold still on the brains of the toy.